did do a good job surviving.
Definitely.
Avatar really helped out. But let's actually move on to our next game. Shrines is going to look a little bit different, but I think that this should still be a Miracle favored.
Yeah. Infernal Shrines, we'll see how this plays out. We saw how the first game played out. I definitely saw Feliz. They had their color. They definitely knew what they wanted to do. It just did not work out, and Miracle definitely pushed them back when Feliz wanted to do that split push, that split soak with the experience with Irel being on top. But Miracle knew that. They caught on to that and they forced the team fights. They forced that 5v4 and they had the answer to what Feliz had prepared. So let's see if Feliz can counteract to that in this match.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
You know, I've already seen how strong Miracle has been, solidly up at a 2-2 score. And they've actually played some very, very hard teams. Like I said, starting out with a game against Ballistics that they lost, and then coming back and winning their next two versus Supernova and Flux. So I do believe in Miracle. I think they are a very strong team this season. They played two weaker teams, two stronger teams. Now they get a chance to go up against Feliz. And I think that they do come in as favorites, but there is that chance. Let's see if Feliz can bring it back. A ban on Maev to start things out on Infernal Shrines.
Alright, the obvious Genji ban. Genji is basically not playable right now, at least in HGC Korea, as we've seen before. But we do see Hanzo here and there at least. You know, back in the day when I casted in February, when Wolf was missing at Mars, if you remember, taking that,
That's true.
doing that advertisement. But back in the day, we always saw Genji and Hanzo ban, so we saw neither of the Shimada brothers. But now we do see Hanzo come out here and there. But this time around, Feliz takes Feliz away. Phoenix away.
What?
Okay, Alex.
Alex better than Malfurion. Confirmed.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess it is situational, and of course this is because it's Infernal Shrines, right? Malfurion usually really good on, I think, generally, but on Infernal Shrines, Alex Traza is by far, I think, the better pick. And for Feliz to ban Maev instead is a little bit curious. I mean, honestly, you put a cage around a shrine, you're going to be doing pretty well as well. But Alex, I mean, this is her map.
Definitely, we'll see. But you know, Feliz banning Maev is just their favorite ban, other than Genji. If the other team bans Genji, they kind of, not all the time, but 58% of the time, they do ban Maev, and that is their most banned, respectively. So, you know, we'll give that to them. They do take Phoenix away. We'll see what the next two heroes they'll pick against Miracle's Urel and Alex pick. Alright, Sonya and Yuan. Okay.
Yeah, Sonya Yuana is a big, beefy chunk to take right before our next ban phase. So it does ensure that they will have a strong solo lane against Shirel. But I think what's cool here is that there's that time, right, where Sonya just sat in her lane. It was like, come at me, bro. And it was really annoying because she could really bully you, just spin to win all over you, and it just didn't feel super great. And then Urel shows up. He's like, by the way, I heard you liked to solo lane. Let me help you out there. And so the tide is definitely turned. We can see if he can turn it back again here. There is that Malfurion ban. So I don't think even giving that away would have been the biggest sacrifice to make for Miracle. But I mean, it's a solid choice to take off the board.
Alright, well, we'll have to see how this plays out, but seeing Sonya already, I hope Feliz doesn't do the same thing they did in Game 1, where they send Urel to the top lane by himself and solo soak experience while teamfight has been going on. I'm afraid that they might do that with Sonya again, and, you know, learn from your mistakes. It did not work out in Game 1 where you split soak experience and, you know, Miracle is forcing teamfights and you're starting a teamfight 5v4 and maybe Urel joining late or that solo laner joining late, still joining, making it a 5v5, but already by then, that other tank already took damage and he has to fall back. And that situation is never working out for Feliz, and let's hope that they don't— Oh no! It's
again? Really? My man, alright!
We have the Cho and the Gal.
And it's true. Cho Gal for a second time in 1 week? Truly the pleasure is ours. Miracle.
Definitely.
Oh, you. Well, you know, it didn't work out before, unfortunately. For Miracle, maybe it will work out this time. Like, well, we know we're supposed to pick Cho'Gall once this week. Which game are we doing again? Okay, maybe this one, putting a win on the board. I was looking at the win rate for heroes, and Cho and Gal are last place right now, of course.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's picked once, like you said, Rapid, and they are 0 wins. And maybe if they win this game, it's going to make it a 50% win.
Oh, that would climb them way up.
Yes,
the
they will. 50% win rate is actually right next to where Genji, Li Ming, and Deckard and Thrall are.
Okay, all right.
So that's a pretty good win rate to
Meta
be.
picks, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in the end, it is going to be a very, I don't want to say surprising, but it is still heroes we don't see all that often. Kasha coming out along with Ariel. So, do you think that's just a reaction to the Cho'Gall? I mean, there are definitely ways that you can really abuse having such a large committal into just one hero.
Well, they definitely, Miracle definitely have their poke on their side, even with Junkrat and Cho'Gall as well. We'll see how Feliz reacts to this. I kind of understand the picks that they've gone with to go up against the Junkrat and the Cho'Gall and even Alex, but we'll have to see if Feliz will make that happen. And like I said before, let's hope that they got and threw away their strat from game 1 and don't do the same mistakes.
All right, well, you know, this is going to be the start of a new series, but for Feliz, it really needs to be the start of a new era for them to try to turn this around. See how they can do as they get out on to the map Infernal Shrines. I don't know where I was going with that one, but this is where we are.
Yes, we are. Infernal Shrines. We do have that tanky tank composition on either side. We'll see how this plays out here. Wow. Look at Cho'Gall's name. It's Mister. It's
Wait,
like
what?
It's Mister.
But why?
Because it's Miracle and they don't fit the names of the 2 players. So
Oh,
they just have
no.
MR
No
and
way.
it's like Mister. And even the R is lowercase, so it's Mister.
That's Mr. Cho'Gall.
Yes, it is,
What do
guys.
you call a 10,000-pound Cho'Gall?
Mister.
Oh my God, get me out of here. All right, there's your bad joke for the day. All the others will be top tier, I promise. OJ, get up close and personal. But in the end, it's actually Nacho Jin dropping
Have
way
the
too
blind.
low.
Oh, that early kill on Nero.
He is the first casualty, and I can't stop myself. This is such a hilarious way to see Cho'Gall. Just picks the horse up, runs around, and it is kind of hilarious to see that be the pick that Miracle is going to come out with. Second time, hopefully the charm, but at the same time, you know, there are other things to talk about from Miracle, right? They have the Alex Straza that is super strong on this map, and they have a Junkrat, again, very, very strong at taking Shrine.
Yeah, they're gonna force that camp onto Miracle's side actually, Feliz. We'll see if they'll be able to defend this. Miracle is definitely gonna contest them here. Cho'Gall, Mr. Cho'Gall tanking for them. Not enough DPS coming out here. Sonya is joining the fight as well as Zero kind of followed up a little bit late, but Feliz does take that camp away.
Big win for them. Well, okay, realistically, moderate win for them. I don't want to overstate things. I feel like that's like the caster thing to do, right? It's like, oh my God, they got such a huge win in 1 minute and 44 seconds into the game, and everybody's okay, well, we get it, you know? All right. So realistically, yeah, it's one step at a time, right? They do have a small experience advantage, and you know, picks that I wouldn't necessarily have expected to see, but see how well they work out against again. Miracle, who are doing things a little bit differently.
Yeah, Miracle is certainly doing things differently here. It hasn't been working out, but it's only been 2 minutes, so we'll see if they will be able to come back. I'm pretty sure they have an idea, or they're at least adapting to what's going on here. With Feliz, they're going aggressive on camps, on lanes as well. They're rotating hard, going up mid and going down at bot here. Cho'Gall joins the fight at bot to help support Junkrat.
If they can hold them off in the mid lane, it does look like, I mean, pushing into a Junkrat is already very difficult, much less the choke call there to try to stop you. So, yeah, Mister doing a good job there. I love this. Chogashi. He is holding it down, or up in the case of his horse, and doing a pretty decent job. I mean, I really just want to see what happens when these shrines finally kick in. So the moment is here.
All right, there we go. The shrine is activated here. Feliz taking a couple early on. You see Junkrat and Ariel kind of coming to join the fight a little bit late, but Cho'Gall is going to get picked off here. I mean, Alex with the lovely heal coming in.
Yeah, that was very, very well timed. Saved Mister's life, and now they're back onto the shrine. This is not a comp you pick to lose objectives like this and maybe make it up somewhere else. No, you play to fight for this shrine, and it looks like, at least if you count the number of kills, it's way in their favor, and they're still going to keep fighting for it. Hanatan tries to get in there a little bit ahead of the rest of his team, but now here comes the retake from Feliz. Can they stop them? Look at Najojin just using the URL masterfully to try to keep Feliz off the point. Now they have retaken it, and they're closing in the same number of kills, but they're now back up front, blinded for a second, but we'll get right back in there.
Oh, the damage trades
Big
are
knockback
real.
there. The hammer swinging through. Najojin is going to use that Avenging Wrath to jump back in onto Hanatan. Here comes Cho'Gall, getting back into it, pushing Feliz back.
All right, finally, at the end of the day, Miracle comes out on top with that shrine fight. Even though Feliz definitely looked much better early on, they're slowly getting pushed back here now. OJ taking the brunt of the damage. Needs to fall back. The heal difference here with Alex and Ariel is definitely showing.
Yeah, absolutely. OJ, no, doesn't get saved there just at the last second. Ariel, showing her value here, but just nowhere near Alex Straza.
Yeah. I have to see the experience difference. Definitely Feliz was at least half to a 70% level ahead compared to Miracle, but now Miracle has caught up, and they're actually ahead.
Just dead here. Hit the shots, Frankel.
Just gonna go focus on this fort here. The first fort will go down, and the bottom fort for Feliz is actually, very low as well here. We'll see what happens the next few minutes. It's only been 5 minutes. One level difference here for Feliz. They definitely need to catch up. They have to do what they did early on. They definitely knew what they were doing here, but after that shrine fight, they were getting pushed back, and it did not look good.
All right, keeping an eye, Mister up close and personal, and things are going well for Miracle, but the game isn't over yet. Anytime you commit to something extremely non-standard like Cho'Gall, you have to make that part of your comp work, and it's doing good enough. They won the first shrine, and that's what they're designed to do. Quest completed here in 6 minutes, so that's coming in for Miracle. But they do need to keep it up when it comes to shrine number 2. It'll be here in just a few minutes.
Alright, we do see Sonya at top soaking up the experience like we've seen before, but this time around he's keeping Uriel around. So it's not gonna be a team fight where it's a 5v4, but here this time around it'll be an more of an even team fight for both Miracle and Feliz.
Cho'Gall doing what Cho'Galls do best, or
what Misters do best.
That's true. What Misters do best, and that is just like shoving waves, being a big, beefy, annoying ball up the front line, throwing other big balls at opponent. All right,
yeah, but we do have Miracle almost landing that level 10 here. They're going aggressive now.
Oh, heroics are going to make such a big difference. I love it. Anytime, the number of Cho'Gall heroics I've gotten a chance to watch is just low. In professional competitive play, so I'm glad that we do get a chance to
finally
see a rarity.
Yeah. And that bottom fort does go down, so 2 forts lost for Feliz already in the first 6 to 7 minutes here. It's not looking good. The second shrine will come out. Cho'Gall and Alex take that bottom camp to keep that bottom lane pushing while they contest at that middle shrine that will be coming up in 8 seconds.
Very close, and of course a big objective for, well, realistically both teams, but Miracle have drafted to win it. So we'll see if they can run up to make that happen. Of course, this is going to be much different than the last shrine because of the heroics that are here. And here we go, Cho'Gall just murdering up in the front line, and Sonya can't even join the fight. Too low health, so he's going to return.
Cassia.
Yeah, return up there. Cassia picked, but getting picked off there, rather. Not going to be a part of their Dragon Queen coming through. I guess realistically, Cho'Gall gets the last hit, so good there. Hanatan versus Frankel. Frankel's always going to be on the winning side there. So a big win for Miracle in the fight before the Shrine. You get the Shrine's consolation prize, big objective their way again.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna get this middle fort down as well. This team fight did not show us any trades coming from Feliz. They just lost 3 heroes on their side, and none of Miracle has died, not even close to dying. And the bottom lane has been pushed, so Phoenix is there defending that, so they cannot contest the middle shrine as well. So, you know, after this shrine goes, you know, gets filled and comes up, the middle fort is definitely going down. The level gap is going to be bigger here.
Dude who gets in a melee range takes half his health. Now Nacho Jin, he's in a 1v2, shouldn't be too worried about that just yet, but he's about to get a lot of attention, or I guess could be about to do that. As the middle fort does get busted through by this Arcane Punisher.
Yep. Arcane Punisher, what a lot of Korean pros or players like to say is when you get an Arcane Punisher, that's when you go for the core. The Arcane Punisher is probably one of the strongest Punishers that you'll get. But this is so early. It's an 8-minute Punisher here that's been going on here, so it might not be core, but Keep is definitely going down here.
Yeah, Keep is very, very vulnerable. Wait, okay, Cassia dead again. You know, these things always surprise me. Cho'Gall ult back off screen. We're not actually paying attention to that at all. Mr. is going way deep while the rest of the team is finding Hanatan. Realistically, should be dead here pretty soon, healing up, but not enough.
Wow.
And Salvo is not enough to kill Cho'Gall. What on earth? Mr. survives.
Yep, there we go, Mr. Rolling his balls back and forth. He wants that Keep down. They might just tank it. Euro's going to tank it, and they're going to go for that Keep here. Cho'Gall runs in once again. This time around, they might not need to commit so much. If they lose 1 or 2 heroes here, this is gonna be a comeback for Feliz. The Keep actually eventually does go down here. Yero trying to survive.
Yeah, both Cho's very low. Not Chojin and Cho'Gall.
Oh,
but
Phoenix!
the turnaround! Ice Block saves him for a second, but not long enough. Blue Goo on the ground here for Feliz and Miracle. Doing such a good job hiding backwards at very low health.
Sonya goes down. Phoenix is already down. Another one down. The tanks are out now. Cassia and Ariel.
No.
But Ariel's not there anymore.
The bounce play is sick. Jump in there for the kill. Junkrat with a double. And wow, only Dudu left alive, which is not a sentence I've been able to say very many times in the game. And he has died quite a bit on that Cassia.
Alright, well, we do see Mr. Cho'Gall in play, and it's definitely working out for Miracle. They know what they're doing. Early on, they were definitely down, but we do see Cho'Gall running with his mount on his shoulder.
I don't know if that's quite how physics work, but I guess that's what happens when we're in the Nexus, you know, the cosmic storm that changes things like horses and how they help you move more quickly. Whoever the artist was that came up with that, they're like, hey guys, what if we just, and then somebody's like, that's such a good idea. Praise for that guy. Either way, it's just kind of a cool characteristic that we don't get the chance to talk about realistically all that often. So here comes
Phoenix is
Mr.
baiting.
leading
Phoenix is
the
baiting
way.
him.
Both shows at once, and a Gall mixed in.
Ooh, goes in for Ariel actually.
Here we go. Oh my god, everything in the cut.
Oh, look at the health going down.
Yeah, Leo can't even turn around to heal because he needs more of that healing coming back her way. Dead, back to base the hard way, and now OJ might be the next to join her.
You know, we've seen that Alex and Ariel, the heal comparison, Alex was definitely up there and Ariel a little behind, but Ariel not being in play at all, not giving any heals. Even if that small slight heal was keeping Feliz alive, but now this is just going to be core.
Yeah, realistically, there will be nothing that can stop this one. Aimer trying for a 6 salvo, and it's just not going to do it there. Mr. looking for a few bonus points at the end of the game, but you're right, this should be core if they want to focus it. if they want to focus. Okay, Nacho Jin's going to be the tryhard that ends the game. The core falls, and Miracle take a second win in their series.
All right, well, this was a very interesting game. I could tell that Miracle wanted to try out some new compositions. They were definitely not BMing. They were trying out new compositions on different maps. And this Cho'Gall, we thought in the first minute or two, Feliz was actually pushing them away, giving Miracle a hard time for that split second or for that minute or two in the early game. But right after that 2-minute mark passed, Mr. Cho'Gall got angry.
Oh, that is very true. He, like, call me sir.
Yeah.
A very strong performance, and I think, okay, let's check out.
Look at
those numbers. So many highlighted numbers for Sniper. Well, I guess and Judy.
Yep.
Why does Sniper get the credit but not?
It's Gal.
Okay, they should only have 4 hero parts up there, but yeah, realistically, cool to see Cho'Gall do so well. After it came out the first time, yeah, I was worried.
Yeah.
Right. Because it totally dominated. Now the second time, they evened it up, a 50% Cho'Gall win rate.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, Rapid, if Cho'Gall were to be put together, look at everything that they would have had. The damage, the siege, and the hero damage. That's just amazing. That's insane right here. And like I mentioned before, through over and over again, Alex and Ariel, you see the heal difference. It's not too much, but roughly 24k difference in heals is definitely going to be big, especially